What is going on, everybody? Yesterday's win against the Lakers was phenomenal. I'm so pumped about it. And just the buzz around the city for the Sixers, it's crazy. I mean, realistically, we haven't seen a team that we were this confident in to actually go win the NBA Finals in what, 30, 40 years? I mean, it's been that long. The Sixers are the talk of the town, and it's amazing. And we have a huge game, a ginormous game on Tuesday, tomorrow, against the Celtics. And my question to the fan base and to you guys, how do you feel about it? If we win at home with this new roster, we're going to feel great. We're going to feel pumped up. It's going to be awesome and so just feel so good. But if we lose at home with the confidence, with the swagger against the Celtics, how are we going to feel then? Isn't that just going to crush us? This was the trade. This was the move to get us over the hump. It's the addition of these new pieces to get us to the next level. And we lose at home against the Boston Celtics? Is that going to ruin what we did against the Nuggets? Is that going to ruin what we did against the Lakers? A Boston loss will kill me inside. It really will. That's my personal opinion on it because that's the jump we need to take. I've been saying it for 7 videos in a row, it seems. The Boston Celtics are our kryptonite. And if we can't get past them now, and I know it's just one game, but it's a game at home, when we got the fire, when we got the swagger, and the Boston Celtics are coming off of a horrendous 28-point loss, or not 28-point loss, they had a 28-point lead and blew it, coming off of a game before that when they lost in a buzzer beater by Rondo. They're internally beat up, and we're the complete opposite at home. If that can't get it done, I will be truly disappointed, and I will question, what are we going to do? Even though I understand it's just one regular season game. Even though I hear all the time, let's not treat it like the Eagles. It's an 82-game season for a reason. There's 26 games or so left. They got to gel, and I get that. But there's something about this Boston Celtics team, the team that knocked us out of the playoffs, the team that we just can't beat, the team that has our number every time we play. I will be disappointed if we can't find a way to win this basketball game. And it should be, by a good portion if this roster is really going to take us to where we should go. It's big. It's the biggest game of the year. Just because of who we're playing, the past, the rivalry, which is awesome, by the way. I mean, I love the fact that it's a thing again. This rivalry is amazing, and that's the beauty of sports. I always talk about that outside of the diehard Philadelphia sports fan. There's beautiful things in sports, and rivalries is one of them. The hatred, but the respect, and the fact that the Sixers-Celtics rivalry is so deep and so connected and so passionate of hatred, but respect, it's awesome. And, they have our number. To me, this game is huge. And I will be extremely disappointed if we come up on the wrong side of this. But there's some other great things I want to talk about when it comes to the Sixers. Tobias Harris, there was a great piece on NBA.com. And Brian Seltzer wrote it up. And a couple quotes I see out of Tobias Harris, I need to read them. So it's just about him and him coming here after 2 games and just experiencing, what Philadelphia is all about and kind of a report on the 2 games the Sixers had so far with this new crew. And it says, when you're going to the game, you're expecting to impose your will, and that's a good feeling, Harris said Sunday at the Center. In my career, I've never been a part of that. To be a part of it now, I love it. And he goes on to talk about this team. And we're not really playing these games just to win. We're playing them to win, but also be the best team that we can be all around. We're just trying to get better each and every night any way possible. And I mentioned this. He's been traded around a lot for someone who's so talented as he is. He's been traded around a ton. He hasn't had a true home, a true identity. And I think the Philadelphia fan base is showing him, yo, come on, baby, let's go. We'll bring you in here. We'll bring you in here. This could be your home. We want you here. And I think he's embracing that. I mentioned this, but has he been in an environment like the Wells Fargo Center on a Sunday afternoon on ABC? Has he been in that type of environment yet with a squad that is legit and literally looking for a real run? No. No one cares about the Clippers out in L.A. Where did he play before? The Pistons? I mean, do people care about that? It's not the same level. It's not the same level. So that's a huge takeaway from me. Huge when I saw that report. It's a great report on NBA.com. I actually tweeted it out. Also, Elton Brand on Ben Simmons and the Magic thing. If you didn't hear, Ben Simmons wanted to reach out to Magic Johnson about being a big guard and playing the way that Magic did because they resemble each other's games considering on how big they are and how unique it is in their style of passing. Elton Brand said, no. No. And I think the story is getting blown out of proportion. Listen, the situation at hand, people would have to sign off for the tampering issues. The league, Magic, the Sixers, they would have to sign off on it and say it's okay. Elton said, nope. Nope. And I just think it's just getting blown out of proportion. Because now the fan base is saying, is Ben Simmons going to stay here? Is going to leave and go to LA? And relax. Relax. He's still a restricted free agent. He's in the Sixers' control for some years now. So let's just die down on it, all right? Let's take control of this thing. And it goes hand in hand on another thing Elton Brand said today. You see star players leaving teams, a.k.a. Anthony Davis, because their GMs did not put a proper roster together to put them in a great position to succeed. You take a look at that and say, damn, you're right, Elton. You're right. Look at Anthony Davis. Devastated. Wants to leave the Pelicans. You can't say that about this squad. He was also asked about, Jimmy Butler and his attitude and moving forward, and he's just stoked. He's just stoked with the position that we're in. And I don't blame him. But I like the fact, one, that Elton Brand shut down the Magic Johnson thing, even though I know that the intention isn't, he's going to tamper with him and try and bring him here. You don't even want that connection kind of thing. All right, we'll worry about you, Ben. We'll develop you. I promise we'll develop you. But I like that he shut that down. I like the fact that he brings up the attention of Anthony Davis and what he's dealing with. And how that's how he approached himself as a GM. I see what's going on out there. I'm going to put my roster in the best position to win because that's what stars want. That's what stars want. So overall, I'm pumped. I can't get enough of Sixers basketball. They're in my blood right now. I just can't stop thinking about the Sixers. And it's never been that way for me. It is unbelievable what this team is doing for the city. The talk of the damn town. And it's electric. It's great. It's beautiful. And this team has a serious chance. But we got to get past Boston. We have to get past Boston. This game is so ginormous for me tomorrow at the center. Ginormous. Because once again, if we can't get past the Celtics and beat them with this roster at home, when we're playing with this swag, I'm just going to be a little disappointed. I know it's not the end of the world. I know it's not the end of the season. I get it. It's an 82-game season, and this would be our third game together. But they got something going on when it comes to playing us. And they're on the extreme opposite side of where we are confidently. Kyrie, questionable. I don't know if he got the nod yet on going. He had the injury problem last game. So I don't know at this point of recording where Kyrie stands for the game. But obviously we will find that out as the game gets closer. But it's a big game, and I'm super pumped. But it's a huge game. I mean, I'm going to put it up there as, obviously everyone says the next game's the biggest game. But this game is super special. This game is super special. Guys like Embiid, Ben, Jimmy, more Embiid and Jimmy. More Embiid and Ben because of what they've been through, and JJ. But I know that locker room knows it. Also, touching on Ben Simmons real quick. I was a little harsh on him last game for not having a great game offensively. But he did have a tough task, right? With LeBron James and everything and what he brings to the floor defensively. He doesn't need to have those explosive nights every game because when you look at it and what he's done in the past, we needed him to be excellent. We needed to dissect everything he did because it was him and Embiid. Now with the four stars and J.J. Redick, it's a little different. He can go through a night like last night. And when you take a look at the distribution of starting role shots, the ball was distributed greatly. I kind of want to look it up, to be honest with you, because besides, I'm drawing a blank. Besides Ben Simmons, who shot 3 of 13, they shot the ball beautifully, and it was just distributed perfectly. I'm just trying to find I just want to find the game stats because they did a great job of giving everyone their opportunities. And Brett Brown was talking about it. He's not someone who's going to say, okay, this guy needs to get a shot here, this guy needs to get a shot here, this guy needs to get a shot here. He's allowing the team to play, just go out there and play, and let the game come to them. That's one big thing that Brett Brown was talking about when it comes to keeping everybody happy and balling. Okay, so here we go. 9 of 14 for Tobias Harris. Embiid, 12 of 16. Ben, a little bit struggling, 3 of 13. Jimmy Butler, 6 of 10. JJ, 8 of 13. I mean, that is significant. That's a fantastic percentage for everyone outside of outside of Ben Simmons. And that's huge. I mean, that's a big thing. How do you share the ball when it comes to having these many players on the floor with this type of talent? Can't get overlooked. Let me know your thoughts down below on this game tomorrow, on everything I talked about, Elton Brand, Tobias, his quotes, the distribution of the ball. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.